Back in 1998, fighting games resembled this, and this. But in 1999, suddenly they could look like this. Super Smash Bros. Is a strange take on a fighting game, but clearly when Nintendo was looking to make its arguably first fighting game, the creator Masahiro Sakurai wanted to try something new and different than what was common and expected. What separates Smash from other fighting games is its intuitive design, but more so its surprising depth. While Smash has a strong competitive scene, it is to many still first and foremost a party game, even akin to games like Mario Party or Mario Kart. This makes Smash unique, as 4 players, and in the newest game 8 players, can all play at once. With multiple game modes, items, and so many diverse characters and stages, Smash can be a hilarious casual game that anyone can jump in and learn intuitively. Things like understanding stage control, edge guarding, and spacing are all intuitively taught by the design of the game. But it also doesn't require button combinations. This contrasts other fighting games, which often require strings of inputs to pull off certain moves. But Smash has never had those, because it restricts beginners. Another thing Smash does differently is health. Most games have each character with a set amount of health, which decreases as they're hit. But in Smash, characters accumulate percent, and as percent increases, so does the speed and distance they travel when they are hit. Winning is also very different. To defeat an opponent, players must launch their foe to a blast zone, or any side of the screen. This makes the game much more dynamic, as players can be defeated very early on.
But I can't be seen on the same place. Oh, I gotta take you out! What? There it is!
Or can survive much longer than maybe they should.
Okay. Up throw. It might kill. Or up throw. I don't think.
Platform
height. Platform height.
But this creates so many new possibilities for strategies. And combine that with the amount of characters and stage variants, and this creates a much more diverse dynamic than any other fighting game, because so much more can happen. Smash games also employ grabs, something a few other fighting games have to a limited degree, but Smash also throws in shielding. Now, when a character shields, they're immune to being hit by attacks, but their shield depletes, so they have to use their shield sparingly or risk becoming vulnerable. They can, however, be grabbed while shielding, and this creates an interesting dynamic between shielding hits, grabbing others while they shield, and using another mechanic, dodges. But what's truly impressive about Smash is that all of this is learnable through picking up and playing the game. These are core concepts of the game that come naturally the more you play. That's what makes Smash so appealing to many people compared to other fighting games. It's intuitive game design that's so easy to pick up. But does that mean Smash suffers as a competitive fighting game? Well, in fact, Smash's strength as a competitive game comes from its depth. While it's easy to pick up and play with friends, what players call technology, or tech, is what makes Smash so exciting as a competitive fighting game. There's so many small things programmed in that aren't intuitive to do, that make the game even more dynamic when utilized properly. Things like Z or L canceling, teching, wave dashing, ledge trumping, dash dancing, perfect pivoting, and Beto. And the list goes on. But it adds so much depth into what players can do. And how they implement these little things to give them advantages is astonishing to watch.
Mute the king. Innovation.
In fact, watching Smash can be just as exciting as playing it.
I can't even say destruction, D1. That was obliteration!
Obliteration annihilation! What the heck? That was crazy!
And the community has really had to push from a grassroots beginning to get competitive Smash to where it is today. Nintendo, the company that made Smash, would often try to shut down streams and tournaments. Nintendo of Japan still does this, which is a real shame. Seeing such a dedicated and loving community not get the support from the company that made the game. But Smash players have been truly resilient, and even before streaming and large esports was a thing, the fans worked hard to make Smash an electrifying thing to watch and play. But none of this would have been possible if Smash hadn't been as well designed as it was. Sakurai and all the developers looked at what was and said, let's do our own thing. And if I had to describe Smash in just 2 words, they would be unique and dynamic. While other fighting games see 2 players in a flat arena battling until one runs out of health, with Smash, there's so much more that can happen. There's so much variety and diversity that there's always something new to see. In fact, new tech is still being discovered in every Smash game today, a true testament to the depth of the game's designs. It's fun for new players to jump into, and it's rewarding for hardcore players to master. So it does something that very, very few other games can do. It satisfies both the casual players and the competitive audiences. But this idea of creating something different is something Nintendo has done a lot, for better or for worse. Although I do think it's something that should be applauded. With so many carbon copy games these days, it's always nice to see when something truly fresh and new comes out. Because, yes, while sometimes it can crash and burn, other times we'll get, well,